Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal. My name is the Brandt.
And I'm Kathy.
And we are here live in our attic. We're not at the portal, but we play games both at the portal, which is a store located in Manchester, Connecticut, and in this extremely cooled off attic. Right, Kathy?
No.
It's very hot. The rest of the world seems to have cooled down, but the attic seems to have retained the heat.
As addicts do.
Yes, but I'm excited. We are playing the new Black Panther expansion for Marvel Legendary, and it has been a while. In fact, Kathy is saying that she doesn't know if she ever remembers playing Marvel. No, she never played Marvel Legendary.
I don't think so.
All right, so we're going to play for the first time, which to me is like a basic deck builder. The word basic, I just mean, you know, if you've played deck builders, it's okay to jump into. I don't mean basic like boring.
Sure.
So at Gen Con, Upper Deck was nice enough to give us a copy of this new Black Panther expansion, which is coming soon. I don't know when it's out. Maybe September would be my guess. So we got a copy of this. So we're going to play it live for you right now, show you what comes in the box, and run through a game. So Marvel Legendary is a semi-co-op deck building game, but we're going to play full cooperative. So normally you play, and then you score at the end and see who wins. No score. We're not going to track score, but you'll see little circles on there that give you points, and we're going to ignore those completely. I like to just play it cooperative, which is totally like a quote-unquote variant of the game. The rulebook on the back here is going to tell you how to set up, although I realize setup is also here on that. So, and this is shiny because of my light, so I'm going to move that off to the side as well. So what do you get in the box? You basically get a game of Marvel Legendary. You still need the base game, but you get almost everything you need to play a game of it, and even multiple games. So we've got 5 heroes here, which are actually pretty cool. We've got Black Panther, Storm from the X-Men, who apparently married Black Panther. At one point, I did not realize that. Shuri, that's an awesome version of Shuri. His sister, Okoye, who is the head of the guard, right? And then we've got the White Wolf over here as well. So those are all there. So they come with 14 different cards. We're not going to go through all the cards, but you'll see all the different cards here. And Kathy's going to take those 5, which is exactly how many heroes you need, and shuffle. You can just shuffle them for a while while I go through other stuff. You also get 2 villains. So we get Claw and we get Killmonger. I figured Killmonger was a little more thematic, so we'd fight Killmonger.
Sure.
Sound good? But you've got Claw here as well. The goal of the game is to defeat the Mastermind by getting 5 hits on them. So each time you get a hit, you take one of these cards, and then when you get the last one, you get this card, and you end the game. So how do you get hits? You have to deal damage equal to their scratch, which is their attack value right there. Okay? These cards you then get to put in your deck, or you do what they say. I think you do what they say when you defeat them. So we're going to shuffle these up. We're going to fight Killmonger, by the way. For people who have played a bunch, they also have the epic variant on the back. We are not playing the epic variant. So we're going to fight Killmonger, but there's also the option to play Claw. You get 4 schemes, so these kind of determine, like, not only is there the villain, but what the villain's trying to do. And we're going to play the Seize the Wakandan Throne, because I thought that was the most thematic, like, Killmonger versus Black Panther, seizing the throne. And this also plays with the Throne's Favor card, which they were nice enough to give me this bonus. So in the normal Throne's Favor, which is just a card that one person can have, so if it's something says gain the Throne's Favor, you get it. That's as simple. Or spend the Throne's Favor would put it back here. And I guess they had a little promo card, because the normal rules are use a cool object you have in your house.
Oh, really?
So we're going to use the card that they gave us there. So then the scheme tells you how to set up the deck, as well as the setup here. So with 2 players, we use 2 villain sets, which also came in the box. So we've got the Killmonger's League, which is required with Killmonger. He says what is required with him. I did notice they made the font even smaller than it used to be, or I'm just not used to the size of the font. So those seem a little bit smaller there. We also have the Enemies of Wakanda. So these 2 villain sets get shuffled together, along with the 5 Master Strikes. So Master Strikes are just on the villain card. When we draw that, we do what the villain says. And then the scheme here tells us to put 6 plot twists or scheme twists in the deck and what they do. Essentially, Killmonger takes the throne when one of those comes out. So that's what happens. But there are 3 others here. Plunder Wakanda's Vibranium, Provoke a Clash of Nations, and Poison Lakes with Nanite Microbots. Whew, my eyesight. A little small. So we're going to set all those cards aside. The other thing we need is a henchman set. So henchmen are just 10 of the same card. They never change. And I was surprised there's no henchman set in the box. So you have to have the core box for that. So I shuffled in the Savage Land villains. So those are all going to get shuffled together, as well as 2 bystanders. So give those a super shuffle, if you will, so we can spread them all out. Other than that, we just go back and forth, and the start of our turn, we're going to draw a card from the top of that deck. If it is a villain, a henchman, a villain, this is a mastermind. So a henchman or a villain, we just place it in the sewers, and we push everything down. If they escape, they then eliminate one of the heroes from here. Then you take your turn, and you play your cards. So you play your cards for recruitment points, which are the stars. And you buy, so it's stars to these little coins here. So that's how you purchase things. When you purchase something, you replace it immediately. And then you play cards for their scratch value, which is their damage. So this is damage, and you can deal damage to the enemies that are out here to eliminate them. Some have a bonus when you kill them. Others, it's just to keep them from overrunning the city. And you can attack the mastermind. So Killmonger has a special thing where he can't take any wounds until... So wounds are different from damage. He can't take any wounds, or he can't be attacked until his damage is 0. So the way you do it, I'm saying it wrong because there's a wound card. I don't know what that's called when you damage them. But we have to get him down to 0. So basically we have to deal 5 damage to him, and then we put a wound card on him, and he's -1 for every one of those. Then we have to deal 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Now he's a 0. Anybody can hit him for any amount of damage, and then he discards these and goes back up. So we are going to have to hit him several times, but the end ones you can just kind of keep using your attack. So that'll be the idea with how he works. Then you play out your cards. So the only thing to know is that cards have these symbols up at the top, and they may trigger. So like, do this if you have this symbol. And what's nice is it goes either way. So either if you've played a card with that symbol, or if you have that symbol in your hand and you reveal it. So essentially the order that you play cards does not matter. Okay. And that's how it works. If something gets empowered, it gains strength. So it increases its damage. And the stars, I think that's basically it. Bystanders just get tucked and they need to be rescued. I am actually forgetting what happens when somebody escapes the city, but I'm pretty sure they knock out the highest hero card that's available here. I think it just goes away. And we put escape villains here, and that might be another loss condition, but the main loss condition is going to be if 5 of those scheme twists come out. So if the mastermind has the thrones, when a twist comes out, if the mastermind has the throne's favor, they spend it to stack this twist next to the scheme as a tribe of Wakanda defeated. Otherwise, the mastermind gains the throne favor, and we shuffle the twist back into the deck. So we want to keep throne's favor away from Killmonger.
What are these cards?
Those can be bought anytime. Those are shield agents. That's specifically Maria Hill.
Are they all the same?
And they're all the same. So they are 3, and they give you 2 recruitment points. So other than that, it's reading cards. I don't know the complexity of these ones because I haven't played with this set.
Okay.
But the only real complexity is going to be in those symbols. And like I said, you can have it in your hand or on the table. You discard everything at the end of the turn. So they all play to the table. Anything left in your hand and on the table gets discarded, and you draw 6 cards, not 5.
So this has this little red arrow symbol, and then this down here is that arrow symbol. Does it count?
No, it has to be another card.
So the one on her card does not count.
Correct. It would count for any other card, but not itself. I'm going to put my deck up here and play my cards right in front of me. You can do the same, and you generally can play your cards right here. We actually have right past the table.
Yep.
Would you like me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. So you can draw 6 cards. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw the top card of this deck, and it is a Savage Land Mutate, who's going to come out right here. When I fight him, when you draw a new hand of cards at the end of the turn, draw an extra card. So fight means if I defeat him. You can't fight something unless you can defeat it.
Got it.
So I'd have to deal 3 damage to him. So I look at my hand. I have 5 recruitment points and 1 damage. So I can't do anything with the damage because I can't fight. You can recruit, fight in whatever order you want. But I have 5 for recruitment. So I'm going to look out here. I see this 5. I could also buy a 3 and a 2. Since these two play off each other, they have the same symbols. I'm going to try that. So I'm going to buy this Storm card, Hurricane Winds, and I'm going to buy, and put a card out, and I'm going to buy this secret. Oh, those are the wrong cost. My bad. So I'm going to switch that up because I didn't have enough. I'm going to buy this one instead. Command the Hadut Zerezi, which I think is their army. I can't do anything with my attack value, so it ends my turn. I discard, and I draw 6 cards. And I'll flip a card for you?
Yep.
All right. So it is a scheme twist. So if he doesn't have Throne's Favor, we attach it to him, and then we shuffle this card back in.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
All right. Well, I have 2 damage, which is not enough. And then 4 stars, so I will get Torrential Downpour, Queen Storm of Wakanda.
Perfect.
What is the little plus? So, like, this says 2 stars, but then this is 2 plus.
Yep, so it's telling you that the card has an ability that could increase it, and it's right on that card.
Got it.
So Empower is an ability that is looking for symbols out here, and it would increase its damage for every hero in the HQ that has that symbol on it.
Oh, so that's not what's in my hand?
No. So Ambush and Empower are looking for the HQ.
Okay.
That is a little confusing. I will give you that. It's based off of those abilities. So Ambush is when you play the card, you do the effect if that exists in the HQ. And the other one is it gets additional damage. And you trigger Empower when you play it. So if you then buy cards and change this, it's just what it was when you played it.
Okay.
That's a little confusing. I'm glad I looked those rules up because that is a little weird. All right. I'm going to draw a card here, and it is a Master Strike. So each player must reveal 4 different hero classes or gain one of the wounds on Killmonger. So he has no wounds attached to him, so it doesn't do anything. So we're just going to put this in this giant KO pile, which is always humorously way too big to me. That's where all discarded cards go.
Got it.
You're supposed to take anything with victory points and give it to yourself, but we'll just put stuff there because we're not doing victory points.
Okay.
So he does nothing with this Master Strike, which isn't so bad. All right, now I've got 3 attack and 3 recruitment. So my 3 attack, I'm going to defeat this minion who's going to go here, and I get to draw a 7th card on my turn because of that ability. And then I've got 3 recruitment points, and now I got a different card, huh? What symbols do I trigger off? Oh, I just trigger off of any of those. So did you buy one that was like this, or did we slide them down?
I bought this.
Okay. So I will try this again. I'm going to go for this symbol here. Although I guess if you're getting the Storm cards, let me leave those for you in case they work together. And I will go there. My deck is out, so I reshuffle and I draw 7.
From now on? Or just this one time?
Because I defeated this guy when next time I draw.
Okay.
I will just do this for you at the start of your turn, right?
Yes.
Because I'm over here. Same thing.
Okay. Well, I again have 2 attack and 4 star points.
Recruitment.
Sure.
If you want to use the terminology.
So, am I wanting symbols to match? Or
You
don't
are.
Want more of those
So yeah, it's a little weird the way those work. Those want those symbols to be out here. So with there only being 1, I would say not buying this is good.
Well, there's 2.
Yeah. So then this one could be okay to buy.
And I don't understand. So what is above the line and below the line?
It's just 2 different abilities. So Ambush is an ability, it's new on these ones. It's when they come into play.
When who comes in?
Sorry. So when you play this card in front of you from your... Like, you don't lay your whole hand down at once. You play cards one at a time.
Yeah.
When you play it, she gets the Ambush ability and she gets empowered. And you say, oh, okay. So she gets +2 attack. And in addition, if you've played another card of that type, she gets empowered again. So she'd get another +2.
Okay. So I do want some of those in my deck.
Yep, you do. I didn't read the card till just then.
That's fine. Okay. so I guess I'll get this one. Kimoyo beads. And that's it.
I'm going to double check ambush that I have it correct. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. It's the opposite. So that ability is when they enter the HQ. So your character only has the bottom ability. So ambush is like when this card was placed in to the HQ, you could do that ability.
Oh.
Does that
so
make sense?
like if I buy this card and we flip another
And it
card
has
and
ambush,
it says ambush,
you get the bonus right then and there. Sorry about that. Sorry, everybody. It's a new ability, so I was thinking it was when the card's played. And then the ability, so this would be the ambush ability for when it comes into here, and this would be for you playing it regularly on your turn.
Okay.
My bad. And I'll check empowered after my turn, because I may have made a mistake on that as well. All right. I have this, but I don't have another Wakandan, so I don't get that ability. I have 5 damage, however, and 4 recruitment. So I think with my 5 damage, I will hit Killmonger. So that will give him 1 wound, and I get a star. I get a recruitment star, so that gives me a 5th. I didn't draw anything. It is a scheme twist. So this gets set aside, and we are 1 out of 5 away from losing. Yeah, I don't know how to take the throne from him, but there's things here that say it. So I guess those are actually the cards we should be purchasing now that I think about it. The ones that say, take the throne's favor. So I'm going to focus on that here. All right. So I have 5 recruitment points. So I'm going to do this because of what we were just saying. Flip this. So that has an ambush ability. You get empowered. If there's one in here, so I get +1 damage, which isn't going to help me. I assume it triggers other cards. I'm going to look that up on your turn. Sorry about that. And then I have 3 left to spend, so I could purchase this one, which is where I was going originally, so I think I'm going to take that one. And now it is your turn.
So empowered is +1 attack.
Yep. It's +1 per that symbol in HQ.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. So I will double check
But
it.
it's only an HQ for an ambush. Below the line, it has to be played from your hand.
For sure. No, it's confusing. It's a master strike, so we're gonna get these wounds given to us which are just dead cards in your hand, if we can't reveal 4 different symbols, which I cannot.
Between us?
Nope, each player.
Nope, I cannot either.
So I'm assuming because you're first player, you would get this?
Sure.
So that is now in your deck.
Okay.
And he heals, which is annoying.
That is annoying.
Now it is your regular turn. But he only has 5 of those, so he can only do it 5 times.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but...
I don't either. Alright, well, I have... So I have this card, but it doesn't do anybody any good, because I don't have any symbols.
Correct. You don't have any other in your hand, right?
No.
Okay, yep, so it's just... But it's still 2 damage.
Right, but 2 damage doesn't do anything.
Correct, unless you had another card in your hand, which you don't. Got it.
So then I have 5 stars.
But if you bought something that then empowered you, that could work.
You don't... It doesn't go to your discard pile?
If you bought something and then something came out that empowered you from an ambush ability, then you'd have more strength. Sorry, I was just in the middle of reading. So 1 clever move is to recruit a hero from the HQ at the right time, changing the colors in the HQ to weaken an empowered enemy or try to strengthen an empowered hero in your hand. Oh, so it doesn't do what I say. It changes. I imagine it triggers itself.
What?
I I imagine it triggers itself. So like when this said you get empowered for these symbols, it just triggers itself.
I thought you said it didn't do that.
It's not clear here. It says, some heroes say you get empowered by a symbol. This means you get +1 damage for each symbol card, each card with that symbol in the HQ. So it's hard to know if it counts itself or not. It doesn't say each card other than itself.
But what about when you get empowered by it?
Yep, so then this one's weird. You have to have played that symbol, and then you get empowered by the symbols in the HQ.
Okay.
Here, I believe, there has to be another one in the HQ, and then you get empowered by all of them.
Okay, I get it. I guess I'm going to just buy this one again.
I was like, this game is so straightforward. And then it was like, except the keyword abilities that are absolutely confusing.
And that is nothing. So.
Thank you for bearing with me. If anybody has questions or needs me to explain Empowered again, let me know. Apparently it debuted in the Ant-Man set. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I got this down, no problem. Then all of a sudden we're playing. I'm like, do I understand that? All right, here we go. We got Jakara. So Jakara's coming out and is empowered by Hulk punches. So there's one here. It seems to be real time with them. So he's currently a 5, but if we get rid of this card, he'd go down to a 4. And this will say KO one of your heroes, which would get rid of it, but you want to get rid of these cards. Right? So it's good. All right, I have 6 recruitment and 1 damage. So my 6 recruitment could get this storm, but that seems good for you. Do you have 6 recruitment in your hand?
No.
Should I get that storm so we have a Thrones power thing? Or should I save it for you since you're collecting a lot of storm?
What does this mean? You get empowered by the color of your choice.
So color symbol. So you pick a symbol.
I assume this is not a symbol? Or it is?
It is not a symbol. It's the symbol for this set.
Got it.
It's a good question, but I'm going to assume it doesn't work because it's on every single card. It would seem OP.
Sure.
That could be wrong.
But that's not going to be in...
And that's recruitment?
So it would have to be in my hand.
It has to be cards in your hand?
I don't know.
Let me read the card. You get empowered by the color of your choice. Nope. So when you play this card, you just get empowered. You pick a symbol.
In HQ?
Yep. And you count the number of that symbol, and this card gets recruitment points equal to what's in the HQ. Okay. So, I do not blame you at all. I'm processing it in my head.
No, it's fine. Even still, I wouldn't be up to 6 at this point.
Yeah, that seems like a good card, but it seems to be what you're trying to do.
It's possible if you buy something else.
Yeah. Well, if I buy this too, you can also get more recruitment points, right? Yeah. So if I buy this one, which is pretty good, it decreases his strength.
Yep.
It could give another symbol, which it doesn't, but it could have. That's a cool card, though. So that spent 5, and then I have 1, and there's nothing I can do with 1 and 1. So that ends my turn. Draw, and you get one of these.
Okay. Alright, so I actually have 3 damage this time.
Perfect.
So I can defeat this.
Mm-hmm.
When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw an extra card. Alright, so then I have 2 stars plus this, which can give me 3, so I'm up to 5. So I guess I could do maybe, oh, that's that same one again.
It's not bad.
Right. Well, I'm wondering if I get this one and then see what else comes out.
Okay. Because you could still... Oh, you have 5?
I have 5.
Got it. And you still have options there. All right. This one comes out.
Not helpful.
Oh, no.
So I have
No, I
3.
can't punch that guy.
Maybe I should get one of these?
I mean, this you're just better. Unless you want to leave those symbols.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. I didn't want to put, like, symbols I'm not using in my deck.
Yeah.
That seems weird.
I wouldn't think too hard about that.
Okay.
Or worry. Think is not really... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think what we're playing is overly hard. I don't know how hard he is, but the other things, like these giving us bonuses for killing, are pretty good. Some things, like when you kill them, you get hurt. All right. Ambush. So when she comes into play, return a wound from the mastermind and from each villain to the wound stack. When Malice has more than 0, you cannot fight her. Instead, she may spend strength. You may spend strength equal to wound her and rescue a bystander. Wow, so she's the same as him. She's a pain. Rough. All right, I have 4 recruitment and 4 damage. I think you're drawing a 7th card, right?
Yes.
So unfortunately, he went up to 5 strength. That was going to be the one I was going to kill. I could start wounding her, but there's not a huge benefit to doing it. So I think I'm just going to get rid of this one. What am I going to recruit for? I think I'm going to take this Empower one that you had. And there's another one. So that's that 4. And then this 4, I think I'm just going to draw an extra card. That just seems good for getting us started. It goes there. And we don't fill in. That is your turn. Sorry.
Okay.
It is a scheme twist, so that goes there again because we haven't gotten rid of the throne.
All right. All right, so this one is more interesting. So I have 2 torrential downpours. And this, but so this is buying me cards, but this is doing damage, but I can't just lay them all down. How can they help each other? I don't know how that works.
They get played in order. So this one would not be able to trigger. Oh, no, you would play this one first.
Okay.
And now these ones could trigger because you have a card in play. Oh, it doesn't matter.
And they trigger off each other, too.
And in your hand. So, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
They all work. It works in your hand, so you don't have to play them in a certain order.
Okay. So this one gets... So both of these should get +2, right? So this one gets +1, 2... And this one gets +1, 2?
Nope. These count the cards in here.
I thought you said they counted in my hand.
Empowered always counts the cards in the HQ.
Okay.
Sorry for misexplaining it. So this is, do you have a card with this symbol in play or in your hand currently? Yes or no? Yes, I do. So then it gets this ability to empower it, which gives it additional damage equal to the number of those at HQ.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm so sorry. It's a rough set of abilities. Plus to have ambush on there.
So this is 4.
Yep.
Because there's 2 in HQ and I have another one in my hand. And then that's 4. So
Yep.
that's 8, 9.
Yep. Plus, yep. And you have that recruitment is going to be equal to whatever the highest is, 3.
Sure. Well, and I have these also.
Yep.
But, so I can do 9. Did we even draw a villain card?
We did. It was a scheme twist.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So what can I do with 9 attack?
You can attack this, which is strength 5. You can attack her, which is strength 4. You can attack him, which is strength 5, in whatever orders you want.
Well, can I do a 5 and a 4?
You can. So you could wound him twice if you wanted to.
What's better?
I mean, this guy lets you KO a hero, but these are not very threatening. She seems like a pain. We have to hit her for 4, 3, 2, and then 1 to defeat her.
Okay.
And then again. So I feel like maybe we
Again?
just let her escape.
Got it. All right. I guess I'll get him twice.
Okay. So that's going to be for 5 and then for 4.
Okay. So that's that. And then... So that is by the color of my choice, which has nothing to do with this.
In here.
So I have 3 seems like the biggest. So 3, 4, 5 again.
Yep.
I guess I'll take this one.
Okay. And then this flips, and it has an ambush ability, so you may KO one of your cards. So you can put something up here.
Can I get rid of this wound?
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly, but sure. It says one of your cards, so
Perfect.
seems perfect. Nice. So that one triggers off of this symbol, which is always going to work. All right, this one is empowered by that symbol. So she's a 3. You get +1 star for each of the heroes in the HQ. So she is a 5 and gives 2 recruitment points. So I currently have 2 to attack with. And I gain the throne's favor. So that's good. And I have 5 here. Sorry for hitting you there.
Fine.
So I think I just take another one of these. Seems to work. 5. This comes out, has an ambush ability. I have that one. Look at the top card of your deck, draw it, or KO it. So if I draw this one, I will keep that. And now I have 5 attack. So I could hit him for 3 and then 2, or I could get rid of this one. Let's just go here. 3 and then 2. So now we have to hit him for 1 and then for any amount, which is kind of weird. It feels like once he gets to 0. But then you get the card underneath him.
Okay.
And then that's how many times he has to be
see.
hit. So I did everything. Start of your turn. Venom with 2 M's. So ambush, wound him. Each player may discard a card to wound him again. Choose which player, if he escapes, choose which players gain each of his wounds, dividing them as evenly as possible. Okay. Why? Oh, we lower his health if we do it. So if we want to discard a card, we could put 2 wounds on him, and then he'd only be a 6 strength, and he could be eliminated. Otherwise, we could just let him be an 8 strength and escape, and somebody has to get the wound, which is probably a better plan.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely tell these are several sets in. Thanks, Maurice, for commenting. Yeah, this Legendary is still alive. Like, you could just keep following. They had a Doctor Strange set from the Doctor Strange movie, and Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 just came out as well. So, yeah, this game is still kicking.
Alright, so I'm going to play this, and it says draw a card. That seems non-contingent on anything. So, if I had another one of that symbol in my hand, which I do not, I would get empowered by that, but I don't.
Correct.
So this is nothing
Yep.
except draw a card. And then this one is I get empowered by the red, which I also do not have.
I had no idea that the whole set was empowered. But we've got that down now, so we're okay.
Sure. It also says you may move a villain to an adjacent city space if another villain is already there. Swap them. I don't know that that does anything.
Move a villain? Is that what it does?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only benefit is if we back her up, she'll escape later. We could switch these two, because these two are killable. These ones are tough to kill.
Sure.
So, if you can do it, we might as well.
Alright. So, I do 2 damage, which is nothing. And I have 5 stars yet again. So.
Man, yeah, just getting you that one, huh? Yeah, some of the versions have a game where I can play a card and you get the bonus on it. So like we actually cooperate, which is fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Marvel Legendary is fun to play as some one-offs, but having the whole thing is tricky. So I don't know the best way to collect and play. I mean, this is our store demo copy of Marvel Legendary, and then I shuffled in the set they gave us. So I do not have a full set by any means. But yeah, they were nice enough to give me this, and then I got the Guardians of the Galaxy one, and I'm super stoked to play it. So we will probably do that as well off camera if we can get through this empowered. It's really a pain.
Alright, I think I'm going to take this one for 3 and see what happens. Ambush, I may KO one of my cards. So I think I'm going to get rid of this. It just goes up here.
Yep.
So that doesn't go there. I buy cards directly into my discard pile.
You do.
And then I had 2 more, but there's nothing for 2, so that's it.
Okay. Don't have a discard pile, so I can KO cards from my hand or discard pile. So I will KO these 2. This one empowers me because I have this one. Which is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4 strength. So I have 10 damage I can do. And because there's a wound, I get +2. So I have 6 and 10, which is crazy good.
Can you do 1 and 9 or no?
I could do that. I could do 1 and 1, right? 1 would put another wound on him, and then 1 would defeat him.
Seems like if you're going to have 9 damage, you should kill that boy.
So he's -1 for the wound, so then I can do 8 and defeat him.
Got it.
So that will defeat Killmonger once, so I'm going to draw one of these cards at random. Normally it would give me 4 points, but we're not doing that. Each player with no Killmonger tactics in their victory pile gains a wound that was on Killmonger. So you have to gain a wound. So it's kind of weird because in competitive mode I'd be giving you a wound and that would help me, but in the co-op it's just like, oh, I'm hurting my friend, but it's hurting our team, right?
Right.
So there's that. So then this would go to my pile here. I'm just going to put the card up here. But normally I would get the points for that. So then...
But if there's another card like that, don't you need to have it so you don't end up with a wound?
You're right. Thank you. Good call. So then I have 8, so I will defeat this one to help our team, exactly as you were saying. So that one's going to go there. All right, and then I have 6 to recruit with. I don't know. I think I just keep buying these.
Sure.
So I'll recruit that. And it is that one, which I do not have that symbol, so I don't trigger the ambush ability. All right. Your turn.
Okay. So I have 3 attack power. Is that a 3 or no?
So this one is empowered by this symbol, so it's currently a 5. But if you recruited these cards, it would go down. That's not really a...
I cannot do that. So I can't... Oh, wait. We didn't draw a villain?
Oh, thanks. There you go. There's a 3.
Perfect.
What do you have, 2?
No, I have 3.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll take that one out.
Okay. So you get to draw an additional card. So what I actually do is I sort these so that at the end of the game they're all sorted.
Nice. You might as well. You have a lot of room.
It's ridiculous. I remember when I was first playing, I was like, why did they take up half the board space for the rules of the game and the...
Alright, I have 4... I think I'm just going to get another one of these.
Buy something that recruits. Is that what that one does? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Ooh, so that's the like rare for each one. So she's super powerful. Recruit and damage. Huh, so that's interesting. So she recruits characters and then gives you damage bonus. So that's how that kind of works. Back to me.
To you, bub.
We're getting there. All right, so this is a bystander. So a bystander goes... I was pretty sure they go with this one unless you draw another card. If you don't mind giving me 1 second. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Yep, I did it correctly. So that bystander goes there, and they would be worth a point if you rescued them. So it doesn't matter as much in ours, but it gives us a little bit of a reprieve, right? It's like a turn with nothing to worry about. Okay. And somebody would gain a wound. I get empowered. So that's going to be a 3. That one's going to give me a +2, so that one is a 3. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9. I got all the recruit in the world. I'm playing off of this symbol. So if I got these two, it seems better than getting her. So I'm going to do 5. Ambush. I have that symbol, so I draw a card. 6, 7, 8. Nothing there. Now there's 2 of those. And then I have 3, 4 other no Hulk symbols out here. So I will defeat this one. Knock him out. And then I can knock out one of my characters. My hero, so I will KO that one. Ready? Your card is a Master Strike, so it doesn't matter. He's not going to give us any wounds.
Good. Okay, so I'll play this one to draw a card. Oh, good.
Oh, Maurice, if you're excited to hear about the games, you can definitely listen to the podcast, the Portal Gaming Podcast, because that's where you'll hear reviews of almost everything. So I imagine that's where I would do Guardians. Maybe, if I really enjoy Guardians and I'm thinking about doing it, I might do a solo play of it at some point, or a two-handed, but it's a little bit of a tricky game. But if I play it once or twice, I may have it down, so that might be something I can do. But everything is tentative with school starting back up again soon.
Okay, so this hand kind of works together, I think. So I'm empowered by this symbol because I have one here. So that's 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is empowered also. So 5, 6. And then this is empowered by the red symbol. So 7, 8. Did I do that right? I have 8 attack.
It sounds right to me. I did not pay attention because I was reading. This one was a 2.
No, 1.
This one's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes.
Okay. And what? This one's not 3 because that one is. That's a 4.
That one is empowered by this one, so it's a 4. Yeah, I mean, we're not having major issues here, so probably the more we do that, the faster we win.
So I'll do 1 here, or I'll do 5.
Oh, I missed that.
What?
Whenever you fight the mastermind, you gain the throne's favor.
Oh.
So,
all right.
We put ourselves at a disadvantage. I was going to say, it seems tough, but they put that in there.
All right, so I'll do 5 here, so he gets a wound.
Yep, and you gain the throne's favor.
Look at that. And then I have 3 more attack which doesn't do anything unless I buy this and it does not get replaced by that. But let me see how much I have here first.
Oh, if you end up at 5, then killing this would have made more sense. So we can take that back.
Well, I had 8 total.
No, recruitment.
Oh.
Because killing this gives you recruitment.
Oh. So let's see. I have... If any villain or mastermind has wounds, I get +2 stars.
Yep. So you're good. So that's worth 4.
4, 5, and then this is my choice.
Yeah, it looks like there's
6,
3.
7, 8.
Perfect.
So I have 8 recruitment.
Perfect.
So I will get that.
Rescue a bystander. Hey! So this goes to your little pile, not in your deck. You did it.
I did. So I have 2 more things. Oh, wish I could get that.
Which gives you the throne's favor, which is what we're trying to do. It's not great for your deck on symbols, but...
Yeah. I mean, it has that red one, but it's not what I'm really doing, so... Yeah, I guess I won't.
Okay.
So I have 3 more damage, but that doesn't do anything. So
Nope.
I'll be done.
Alright, draw my card. It is a scheme twist, so he takes the throne. And then this gets shuffled back in. The deck is getting low. But you can deal a lot more damage as the game goes on. Except not me, because I drew all my starter cards. So, I have 5 recruitment and 1 damage. So I will buy this one for 2. Presumably not trigger an ambush. And then I will buy this one for 3. And not trigger that ambush. And I am done. Your card is a scheme twist, so that goes up there. Uh-oh.
What is uh-oh? What are scheme twists?
So if he gets to 5 of these, we lose.
Oh, dear.
But when he draws one, if he doesn't have the throne, he takes the throne and shuffles it back in. But the deck is also getting low. Although, it's probably only half, because there wasn't a ton of cards to begin with.
Alright.
But I definitely think it's worth putting the damage on him.
So... This is only... All of this text only happens when someone would be wounded and you're holding it. Okay, so I have
just 3.
4... So I guess I'll wound him again.
Sounds good. And you gain a recruitment point. I forgot that for last turn.
Recruitment point.
Which you could have bought a 3, or you could put one of these in your deck if you want.
That's okay. 1, 2...
I gotta remember that that's on there. It's a funny setup when you're streaming that you're not, like, leaning, you know, or trying to read everything. It's fine.
3... So I think 2 is the highest number of symbols up there. So...
Okay.
I have 4.
Attack or recruitment?
Recruitment.
Got it. And then
'Cause
plus 1 is 5?
Oh, yeah. 5. You're right.
I mean, maybe just keep going with this for damage.
Seems right.
Nothing. Alright, another malice. Ugh. Return a wound from the mastermind. It's rude. Alright. I have 8 recruitment and 3 damage. So, I guess I should just get this card.
Yeah.
Although 8 I could get these 2, right?
Yeah, whichever you're going for, I guess.
This one will gain the throne's favor. So I'll get this one. Rescue a bystander. Wonderful. And I'll get this one, 8. And I will wound a villain. Oh, that's these. So, I don't know. Should I just wound her? I guess it makes it easier to get rid of these if we have to. All right, and then I've got
Although
3
this
attack.
one, I keep being 1 short of being able to take out.
It is true. I could actually kill her if I put that on her. Because I have 3 and she's 4 minus 1. So I'll just kill her.
Yep.
Set. Your card is that.
Got it. So I have 4 recruitment and 2 attack, or no, 3 attack. So I'll take out that one.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, you get to draw an extra card.
And
yeah, they gave us a copy of this Igor, and I was excited to play some Legendary again. I definitely still like Champions better, but like to show off all the things that we have and that will be coming up.
you get +2 attack, but that doesn't do anything.
I know.
Because I already did it.
You could have had 5 to put on him, but maybe drawing the extra card will be useful, right? Did you have recruitment? Oh, you got that.
Did.
Perfect. All right. Here we go. Baron Macabre. A villain from your victory pile enters the city. Wound that villain. Then wound Baron Macabre a number of times equal to that villain's VP. All right, so I guess I was supposed to have these in our piles, but whatever. We'll just bring 1 back, right? She's back. She's wounded. And he's wounded twice. All right. Not so bad. All right, so I got 3 and 1. Then I've got this. If any has wounds, I can KO a card from my hand or discard pile. So I shall do that. And then she is, you may move a villain to an adjacent city space. All right. So we'll do that. And she is empowered because I have that one. So she gains 1, 2. So I have 6 attack. And this one is 3. If I did 3 there and 3 there, I could kill those 2, or I could focus on him.
Maybe you should kill those 2 because this is getting really full.
All right. So we'll kill here and here. So these are gone. She gives me 1 recruitment point. So now I have 4. So I could buy this card. And I don't get the +2. All right, your card is a Master Strike. So if you don't reveal 4 different symbols, then you get a wound.
Do these count as symbols for this?
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I also have 4, so we don't take a wound. And that's the 4th Master Strike, so we do need to... Oh. When you wounded him, did you take that?
No.
That's yours. You can put it in your pile if you want, whatever. Hopefully we're getting that right. We may be missing a few rules, but we're noobs.
Okay. So, first to draw a card. Okay, I have a lot going on here.
Yeah, I am super impressed because I was like, oh, Marvel Legendary, it's super straightforward. And there are some abilities that are super confusing. So, thank you.
Okay.
We really shouldn't be much longer because once we lay out the damage, we could just boom, 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 boom.
This says wound villains on the rooftops and bridge.
Yep, so rooftops and bridge.
Perfect.
That was amazing. I was like, we got this.
Doing great. Alright, but I get the throne's favor. I already had it. I can spend it to wound the mastermind twice.
Well, hell yeah.
How do I spend it? Where does it go?
Here.
Oh, it goes to him?
Yep. Now, it's interesting because when you wound him, you get it, but I'm going to assume you now have to wound him again, right?
Right, but this is 5, 4, 3, so I only have to do 3 damage to start over.
I wonder if this is different. It says when you fight him. So I don't think when you wound him that you fight him. I'll have to look that up. So yeah, now he's 2 strength, so you'd have to deal 2 damage to him to wound him.
Right, but I could do 3 damage to him to wound him twice, and then I have a lot of damage.
Yep, and then you can defeat him for sure.
So
I think to fight him, he has to be at 0 strength, so I think we're playing that a little bit wrong.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you got this. Go to town.
Okay. So I'll do 3 damage to do
2, then 1.
Yeah.
Right?
To do 2 wounds.
Yep.
So then I have 7 damage left.
Yep.
So then what happens?
So then you just have to fight him with any amount.
1.
Presumably 1. Oh, you can spend 0.
Oh.
So you spend 0 and fight him. Not really sure what's happening there. It feels like once he has the wound, he should just be done. So that will defeat him. That gives you the throne's favor when you basically defeat him.
Got it.
Then you get one of these 3 cards.
You get +1 star for each non-henchman villain in your victory pile. Oh.
Here, I got 2, you got 2. Is that good? Sure. We'll keep the victory piles, I apologize.
What's a henchman villain? Are these non-henchmen?
These are henchmen villains.
Got it.
I'm not going to put them in our piles, but,
No.
well, we're making some mistakes.
All right. Does this goes in my deck?
Nope, it goes in your pile.
Okay. So right now I have +2 stars.
Yep.
But I also have
so you did 7, right?
damage left.
Right.
So I'll do 5 there.
Perfect. Yeah, because I don't think we have to worry about these.
Then... Okay. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7. This one I pick a symbol. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nice.
So
close on those.
I know. Well, I'm going to get this one again.
For sure.
And then...
Looks like you do not draw a card. You don't have that symbol.
Wait, I have to have that symbol? I thought that ambush was the symbols out here.
Ambush is if you have this symbol.
Oh my good lord.
It's rough. I totally agree. Ambush and empowered are hard to learn together because they like work opposite each other.
Well, plus they work completely different in your hand and on the board.
I totally agree.
Okay. Never.
Again, this is the literally 37th expansion for this game. So you are jumping in at a bad time.
Clearly. Wait, though. But I had 12.
Yep, you spent 6.
Spent 6, but now there's another symbol out. So now do I have 7?
From which card? Yep.
So now I can get that one.
There you go. Done. Ambush. Wound each villain and the mastermind.
Okay.
I think the reason they're having you say, like, oh, when he's at 0, you can fight him, because fight is like a specific action. Like, when you fight him, you do that. So, essentially, once you get 5 wounds on him, he is defeated, but you just say, now I'm fighting him, right? It's free, so you don't need anything. But it feels weird. Like, why are they doing that? Oh, I keep drawing 5 cards. I wonder how many turns I've done that. Master Strike. I definitely have 4 symbols, so you'll have to check that you have 4 symbols. That's the last Master Strike, so we don't have to worry about those anymore. All right, what do I got here? I got an attack. I've got this one, which is empowered because I have another one here. 1, 2, so that is going to be 2 damage. This one is going to gain me the throne's favor.
I do have 4 symbols.
Perfect. This one's going to let me draw a card. These 2 are going to let me get rid of cards in my discard pile. And this one's going to give me +2 recruit. Okay, so I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 attack. So 3 + 2 + 1 is 6, right?
Yep.
So I will defeat him. Draw 2 cards, then each other player discards a card. Rude. May draw a card and get +1. If you do, gain a wound. Do I have that symbol? Yep. So I will draw a card and gain +1. So I have 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. Wow. And I gain a wound. So I have 11, so I'll do 5 and 4. Done there. And then over here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll get him. Done. All right, you've got Prey. That's cool. I like the art. Each player reveals a slashy Wolverine minion, hero, or gains a wound that was on the mastermind or a villain.
So you reveal it.
So do you have this symbol? Yep.
I don't have that symbol.
Oh no! So you get one of these wounds. Oh, you can take it off of one of these guys. Or this one, I don't know.
Wait, what?
You get a wound.
Why do they lose a wound?
You gain a wound that's on the mastermind or a villain.
Got it.
Seems better to do here than there.
Oh, sure. I just didn't know.
No problem.
Okay. So I gain the throne's favor.
Yep.
And then I am empowered. Oh no, there's only 1 out there. So 3, 6, 9.
You could recruit first.
Do I want to though?
I mean, 9's
So
not bad.
this
You'll
is
finish him off, and
4.
then you could wound something here.
Plus. So I have 7. I don't know.
All right, 7, just get this.
Yeah. Oh, but then I have less damage. So I'm not going to draw first.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right.
Alright, so I have 9.
Cool.
So I'll do 3, then 2, then 1.
Yep. You get that bottom card. And now we just have to defeat him one more time and we win.
And I have 3 more damage to do, but I can't. Alright, hold on. The player on your left chooses a non-henchman villain from their victory pile. It enters the city with a wound on it. Then the player on the right does the same effect. In solo, you do both. Wait, what?
not in 2-player. So you got to ask that person over there, because they're.
Wait,
although
no,
on the screen I'm on your left.
On my left and my right, technically, if we're sitting in a circle.
Right. No, I know. Okay, so I will put 2 of these back into play.
These are not nice things that happen.
No, well, yeah, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to make the game harder. I don't have one, so that doesn't do anything, and then this one comes into play. Done.
So I still have 3 attack left.
Yep. You can give her the boot and gain more recruitment.
Let's do that. So what is my recruitment?
You get +1.
So I have 8.
Now you get +2 damage. No, you do not.
Want that? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Negate. Oh no, that's
Powered. Ambush. Captures a bystander for each hero in the HQ. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at all those bystanders. Sorry, folks. Alright. 1, 2. I gain Throne's favor. At least it's being passed between us and not the villain. KO a card. Oh, no, he doesn't have a wound yet. So I'll play these ones to hit him once. Then I'll KO a card. Which will be this one. Oh, actually, look at that. Boom. And that was 5, and then I have 4, so I'll hit him again. And then I have 5 recruitment. What symbols do you need? You don't need these 2, right?
yeah.
So I will pull this one so that maybe we get symbols you need. There we go. And I don't have that symbol, so I don't get that. Done.
Okay.
So we'll get to actually see this mechanism, perhaps. Yep. So this is going to push this escaped villain out.
Mm-hmm.
And the escaped villain will take the highest costs here. So we're going to take this one, and it would be out of the game.
Got it.
And then this will come in.
It's really not that bad.
No. And then these all push over. Some of them have a loss condition, though, where you lose if a certain number escape.
When is this over? Are we just
One more
defeating
time.
him one more
Yep.
time?
Yep. If you got 6
okay.
damage, he's done.
I think I can do it.
Yeah, it's like, right, you have to build up your deck to deal damage. So the first half of the game is not the first half of the game, time-wise.
Okay. You drew my villain?
And now I drew 7. Yep.
Okay. So, first I'm going to recruit because this says
Nice.
each card entering the headquarters also has ambush. If you have any cards that share a color with this, you get +2 damage.
And color is specifically that symbol.
Yes.
All right.
So, I will buy stuff. So I have 3
+2.
+2. So I have 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I will start. I'll buy this one.
Okay, do you have that symbol? Nope.
No. So.
And this
So
has to match color with something in here?
Yes.
It does not.
It does not.
Rough
Love
start.
it.
And there's nothing else you can
And
buy.
there's nothing else I can buy. That is okay.
Is this empowered?
Yes. Because
For 1?
I have this for 1.
We
so
got
I have
it then.
6. So Now he's dead.
Can you make it a little more epic and exciting?
No, that's your job.
Okay, so you're going to deal 3 damage, 2 damage, 1 damage, 5 wounds. Would you like to fight the villain and defeat him?
Yes.
Now, I don't know what we do because the other side is his epic side. So how do you defeat the villain? Do you just say, the villain is defeated, and then we wave by? I love it. There you go. Because like in Marvel Champions, they take the dial and they flip it over. But the other side is his epic side. So let's see what would happen if you played epic play. So he would have 6 instead. He has that same ability. When you do fight him, each other player gains 1 of his wounds. Oh, that's rude. And then each player gains a wound. Okay, so you don't even get the option in epic mode to avoid. You just get his wounds. Okay. Whereas we were able to have 4 of a kind.
So this isn't really a co-op game.
So I think these are negative effects, but it's kind of like saying, as a team, you beat him once, so he hits back.
Right.
But I agree. Like, it's a weird game because you are supposed to get these points, right, and then things affect. But it works in co-op because it's negative for the team. Yeah. Like, if you get a wound off of me hitting him, that's bad for our team.
Right.
In competitive mode, it's bad for you and good for me. So it actually kind of works in both modes. Yeah. But I agree with you, there isn't the fun of, oh, I defeated him, and now I get treasure. You don't get treasure. Right. So it's a setback instead. So it isn't saying KO 3 cards. These all do that, though, for the most part. Some of these do that, right? Draw an extra card when you defeat them. Yeah. So you kind of get your free bonuses there. What I was really interested in is usually this gets stagnant, and I didn't feel like this got super stagnant for me.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It was always interesting. It was interesting with the as confusing as Ambush and Empowered were. It made the HQ kind of what we were playing instead of like how we have to defeat this or exactly comboing our cards. So I thought that part was pretty neat. All right. Well, that ran longer than I anticipated, so we will end quickly. But that is Marvel Legendary, if you haven't seen it. And with the new Black Panther set, I'm not lying when this is like the 30-something expansion. So you could see, for us to get through those rules, I'm sure we made rules mistakes in there somewhere. That wasn't the goal. But you can check this out when it comes out, I believe next month, but I don't know exactly when it hits stores. But that was a pretty neat set. You can see these boxes basically contain everything you need in addition to the base game. So you can pick up the base game, play through a whole bunch there, and then just pick up one of these that might be interesting to you if you don't want to gather a whole collection. So thank you, everybody, for watching. My name is the Brandt.
And I'm Kathy.
And until next time, we hope you step into the portal.